those seconds for those 15 years. We ask this court to sentence her to the max of 15 years per the agreement, Judge.
Anything else?
We do intend, Your Honor, to call her next week in the sentencing of Daniel Garcia for extraneous conduct regarding Mr. Garcia's case. So we would ask the court that we be able to not dismiss the tampering case until after that sentencing so that she's not shipped off to TBC and prevent a bench warrant requirement.
That's fine. Ms. Aguilar, this sentencing hearing has been a long time coming, and I can see that you're very emotional about it. Since this case was transferred and docketed to my court, I have given you every single thing that you're entitled to with regards to due process, including halting the original sentencing date to accommodate the appropriate immigration advice. Because I do believe in the rule of law, I live it every day, but we have to get to the business of sentencing today. And I read your PSI over and over. I read the countless letters that your family provided in support. They portray a very different Nickolle. They want me to believe that the Nickolle, this Nickolle loved Domenic. And sadly, that's not what I got from the trial of this case. I thought somehow in the PSI, you would offer an explanation to me of what happened to this poor, helpless child who didn't ask for any of this, and you didn't. You didn't do that. You did say that it was the right thing to do, that you didn't do this for a deal. The right thing to do was the first time that he laid hands on your son to stop him, to call for help, to get help. That was the right thing to do, to intervene. When I heard the testimony that Daniel went back upstairs, and we see it on the video with Domenic, and then he leaves back and he's without Domenic. I was looking for urgency in your step to go see what happened. I didn't see it on the video because you were living a different life. According to your TAP evaluation, you both were, well, at least you answered that you had done LSD, cocaine, marijuana. And you testified that while Daniel went upstairs, you were on Facebook, on social media somehow. So I understand that you say now, I'm just doing this because this is the right thing to do. I'll tell you who the heroes of the story are, because it's not you. It's grandma, it's your mother. Grandma who had the courage to call. We have countless of grandmothers in our community that do the same. Grandma was a hero. She called, something was wrong, she didn't know what. Detective Roberto Garcia from SAPD, the countless FBI agents, the countless Department of State employees here in the United States, in Costa Rica, all those people are the heroes. The FBI agents who propelled down the mountain to go collect the remains, to have some sort of integrity in the evidence of this horrific crime. So you have earned every single day of the 15 years that you plea bargained for. That's my sentence today. Having found the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt, I will find you guilty of the first-degree felony offense, injury to a child by omission, causing serious bodily injury. And I will assess punishment at 15 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Institutional Division. You do get credit for the time you have served in custody. I will hold off on signing the dismissal. If you want to hand it over to me, I'll hold off on dismissing that until next week. There is an affirmative finding of family violence. Is there a request for a no contact order?
With the co-defendant, yes.
No contact order with Daniel Garcia? Anything else?
No, we do have a victim impact that will be read, Judge.
This is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain agreement. You do not have a right to appeal. Let's prepare for victim impact.
Judge, Ms. Aguilar was in custody in Florida before she came here. So
Can you get me the date? She does get custody credit for being in custody since August 28, 2021 in Florida.
I don't know where to begin, but I'll start by saying this is one of the hardest things my kid and I have been through. This case has impacted us more than you will ever know or comprehend. As a mother, I will never understand. I will never be able to wrap my head around what happened, what you let happen. It's truly heartbreaking. Domenic deserved better. My kids deserved better. And in my eyes, you failed as a mother. You failed to protect your children, and you failed to protect mine. You will be behind bars for the majority of your life in a cell with barely any connection to the outside world. I, however, have to get up every day and face my children. I have to clean up the mess that was made and get them through the rest of their lives without Domenic, without you, and their father. I have to answer questions that I don't have the answers to. I have to answer questions I am ill-equipped for, questions that they shouldn't be asking me at their age. It's heartbreaking as a mother to tell your children that they will never see their friend again, they'll never play with him again, or laugh with him again. It's something they should know at their age. As far as knowing you, they'll remember who you were to them, and I'll never take that away from them. But they will not know anything else about you until they're older. This pain will never get easier. It'll never just go away. And as a mother, it's my job to protect my kids. It makes me sick I couldn't protect them from this. And I will do my best to have Domenic's memory live on and be remembered by Daniel and Alexander. Domenic does not deserve to be forgotten. He deserves so much more than this in his short-lived life. And Danielle and Alexander love him so much, and they miss him every day. And I promise they will never forget about him. As a mother, that's the least I could do. Sincerely, Samantha.
Can I see the attorneys again? For purposes of the record, put that on the record. For purposes of the record, I did have all of the letters translated because you were in Spanish. So do you want to offer this as defense too?
yes, I would offer that envelope and its contents as defense too.
So I will file as states defense exhibit 2, the letters, the translations, and the affidavit of
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Aguilar, you are remanded to the custody of the sheriff to begin your